Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the 90th installment, dear God, what are we even doing with our lives, of what I like to call What I Eat Wednesdays, where we take a look at some of those What I Eat in a Day as a Fat Person videos on TikTok. I had a few ideas for what we should do for this very special occasion. I was thinking viewer submissions or me cooking, but in the end, I didn't ask you guys to submit your videos quick enough so that I'd have them to be able to react to. Very smart. So instead, we're going to be taking a look at a very special weight loss edition. All of these videos are what I eat in a day as a fat person who's trying to lose weight. Another thing that I was thinking of doing was maybe a junk food edition, but then I was like, wait a minute, that's like every episode already. If you would like to support the channel and become one of my fellow cynics, please consider joining channel memberships. You'll get a badge next to your name, access to custom emojis, as well as top priority in my comments. A join button is below, as well as a join link in the description of this video. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. What I eat in a day as a fat person trying to lose weight naturally.
Here's what I eat in a day as a fat person trying to lose weight naturally.
Alright, so we started the day off with a big old skillet full of vomit. I'm just kidding.
I was actually up early enough to make myself a hot breakfast, so I just made some eggs with leftover center cut bacon. I did not add cheese, and that was a mistake. I used the last of my bruschetta to try and liven this up, but honestly, without cheese...
What is that, like some spinach and some onions and some tomatoes?
The eggs were just not giving what I wanted them to give. For lunch, I had some of my homemade chicken tikka masala with cauliflower rice, but I decided to...
Chicken tikka masala with cauliflower rice.
Change it up and eat it in a pita. So I made chicken tikka masala pitas.
Okay.
I added my raita inside the pita with...
Added what inside the pita?
I added my raita inside the pita with some...
I added my raita inside the pita?
I added my raita inside the pita with some red onion chopped up, and there they are.
Is that peas in there as well? Or are those capers? Alright, that looks pretty good, not bad.
And they were honestly pretty fantastic. I paired them with some roasted vegetables, and this kept me full all the way until dinner. Would I eat chicken tikka masala like this again? Yes, absolutely I would.
Looked pretty good. I've never had a chicken tikka masala wrap before.
Dinner was out at a seafood restaurant. I'm actually not a huge seafood person, even though I grew up in Florida, but I'm trying to push my boundaries. So my main course was a blackened cod, which was delicious. And I had that with some braised cabbage and a house salad to start. That was...
Okay, so it cuts off abruptly, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out what this is. Okay, we've got a salad.
But I'm trying to push my boundaries, so my main course was a blackened cod, which was delicious. And I had that with some braised cabbage and a house salad to start. That was...
Alright, and then it ends abruptly. Let's take a look at that one and add it up. Alright, so you started the day off with some eggs, bacon, onions, and tomatoes. I don't believe that I saw any carbs in there, so that was weird. Although it's a lot of protein, so that's good. Then later on, you had some chicken tikka masala and cauliflower rice, and you decided to stuff it into a pita bread. Not too bad. Thus far, you've made all of this food at home, so that's very good. And with that chicken tikka masala pita, you had some roasted vegetables. Then later on in the evening, you went to a restaurant and got some cod, salad, and braised cabbage. Typically, I would say that eating out is no good, but I don't think they put any wacky stuff in your cod and salad, right? I'm not going to treat that the same as most eating out type of meals. Alright, after much deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Even though I said I'm not going to treat it the same as eating out at other places, it still doesn't give you as many points as it would have if you would have made it at home. Also, I would recommend getting at least some kind of carb with your first meal. A good complex carb in the right amount will set you up for success for the rest of the day. Unless you're doing keto, but then you'd have to intake a lot more fat. Next, what I eat in a day as a fat girl with PCOS trying to get healthy and lose weight.
Hey, I'm Cindy, and welcome to What I Eat in a Day as a Fat Girl with PCOS trying to get healthy and lose weight.
Hi Cindy, I'm the Cynical Dude, and I'm here critiquing people's What I Eat in a Day as a fat person trying to lose weight videos. Hi.
First, I had a cup of coffee with organic coconut milk creamer.
Organic coconut milk creamer, that's real good. That sounds... Get it out of here. What the heck? You brought me out of hibernation for this? That's right, Punchy, you knew what this was. Now go back over there, stupid pillow. I'm not a stupid pillow. You're a stupid pillow. Oh God, Punchy, how could you? Things are getting silly in this episode. The 90th installment, now with 10% more wackiness.
Coffee with organic coconut milk creamer. Then I had eggs scrambled with onions and spinach, 2 slices of bacon, and a mandarin orange. Oops, I dropped some.
Oops, you dropped some of the mandarin orange. That's real... Sorry, I'll stop doing that. So your name is Cindy. That's real good. Sorry. Once you start punching Punchy, you just can't stop. I hate you so much. I hate me too, buddy.
And a mandarin orange. Oops, I dropped some. Then I had spearmint tea, unsweetened of course. This is my favorite tea. Then I had leftovers from last night, a baked pork chop, sauteed carrots and broccoli.
Okay, I'm not seeing any carbs at all in this particular day.
In coconut oil, and a glass of unsweetened tea.
What about coconut oil?
Sauteed carrots and broccoli in coconut oil, and
The broccoli and carrots were sauteed in coconut oil. Okay, why?
a glass of unsweetened tea. I love the carrots, even though I burned them a little bit. They were still really good. Then I went crazy and had to eat the pork chop with my fingers.
That is crazy. Calm down. Alright, so I don't know if this person is doing keto or what, but I don't think I've seen really much carbs at all yet.
And last, I had full-fat Greek yogurt with a half cup of frozen blueberries, thawed out slightly, and some chopped pecans. It is delicious. I'm trying to stay away from dairy, but I still have this Greek yogurt in my refrigerator, so I'm eating it anyway.
And there's nothing wrong with eating some good old-fashioned Greek yogurt. Lots of protein. One thing that I like to do is take frozen berries and defrost them in the microwave, and then add a bunch of whole milk Greek yogurt to it as a high-protein snack sometimes.
This was about 1,500 calories and 41 grams of carbs.
41 grams of carbs. The ketogenic diet typically reduces total carbohydrates intake to less than 50 grams a day.
This was about 1,500 calories and 41 grams of carbs.
Okay, so you are doing keto because you're having less than 50 grams of carbs per day.
Thank you, bye.
You're welcome, bye. Alright, so she's intaking less than 50 grams a day of carbs, which typically would put somebody into ketosis. But she doesn't seem to be supplementing with additional fat. So that's very interesting. Your body can run on glucose for fuel, or it can run on ketones for fuel, which is fat. When you go on a keto diet, not only do you reduce the amount of carbs that you intake, but you increase the amount of fat that you intake. To stop intaking carbs but not supplement with fat seems like a bad idea. You can pause to read this whole thing if you want, but I'm just going to go over a couple points. The keto diet is not just a low-carb, high-fat fad, as 75% of calories should come from healthy fat and 20% protein intake and 5% carbs. If this metric can be maintained, the body will stay in ketosis for longer and consequently burn stored fat. Now we're going to jump down to the bottom and talk about the problems that can arise if you don't get enough fat. If you do not eat enough fat on keto, your body will go into survival mode. This will have an incredibly negative effect on your well-being, as you will feel more hungry, causing your body to prioritize storing fat. This will make fat loss nearly impossible to achieve, so make sure you are eating healthy fats. That's from eatpropergood.com. Based on what I'm reading here, it says a person should consume up to 50 grams of carbs per day to stay in ketosis. So yeah, like I said, you're doing keto, but you're not increasing the fat amount. I bet that you're tired a lot. So you started the day off with coffee with coconut milk creamer. We seem to have a fascination with coconut because then later on in the day we sauteed our vegetables in coconut oil. Then for breakfast you had eggs with onions and spinach, 2 slices of bacon, and a mandarin orange. And with it you had a spearmint tea. Then later on in the evening you had a pork chop and carrots and broccoli that were sauteed in coconut oil. And then later on for a snack you had some Greek yogurt with blueberries and pecans. Alright, after much deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend going that low carb unless you're doing keto and you're gonna supplement with additional fat. To increase your score, pick a lane. Are you doing keto? Next, what I ate today as a fat girl who has been trying to lose weight. Two eggs and avocado. An orange. Are we going to do the same thing that the last person did? Turkey and cheese roll-up. Alright, so the turkey and cheese roll-up, I'm guessing, has a tortilla. You just took a tortilla, put some turkey and cheese, rolled it up. An apple. Roast chicken dinner. Alright, what do we got? Okay, I didn't really see. Alright, so we've got roast chicken, we've got carrots, and what is that other thing? Is that some kind of carb? Is that stuffing? Is that some kind of wacky rice? We don't know. We don't know. Alright, that was a very short one. Today's episode overall is going to be much shorter. Let's take a look at that one and add it up. Alright, you started the day off with 2 eggs and avocado. Not a bad start to the day. Like I said in the other one though, where are the carbs? There's no like toast or anything. And with it you had an orange. Then later on you had a turkey and cheese roll-up, which I'm pretty sure was in a tortilla. Then later on in the evening you had some apple, chicken, and carrots. I don't know what that one thing on the plate was, but I'm going to assume it was some kind of carbs, making that a balanced meal. These are really hard to score, dude. Because like people are trying to lose weight, but they're going about it in all these different ways. So you have to take that into account. You're like, is this enough carbs for this particular day? Like, it can get very convoluted. All right, after much deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Interestingly enough, the scores today that were a little lower could have been increased by having some carbs because I don't think they were intaking enough fat to properly do keto. Every single one of these was insanely difficult to score. Do you agree with my scores? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below. All your scores are nonsense. Is it too many carbs or not enough carbs? You want just the right amount of carbs, Punchy. Unless you're doing keto, then you want to increase your fat. You should know that. Frickin' pillow. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.